for shit's sake. Oh, for shit's sake. Shows up through the Elgato. Everything should be plugged in correctly. As I learned the other day, though, the first thing you got to do is check your connections. Ooh, it's bright red for some reason. Do I have it? I should be set up the right way. Do I have the wrong thing plugged in? No, I have the right thing plugged in the right way. Why is it bright red? Ugh, the HD doesn't like it. Something's up. Oh, woe is me. Is everything frozen? Everything's frozen. Something's going on. Here we go. Oh, well, that didn't work. Let's try one more time. Sorry about this, friends. I shoulda, coulda, woulda done an actual proper checklist and clicked through all the things. Hopefully we'll have this resolved in just a second. But in terms of what was planned for today, that's Mac, the infamous Mac processing widget. All right, here we go. Come on, iPad. No signal. Why not? Do we need to unplug it and replug it maybe? Let's try that. All right, we're gonna try a thing, and then we're gonna reboot if that doesn't work. Is it because we're already in this? No, here we go. There we go. Now that's showing signal, at least on the iPad side. Oh, what an embarrassing moment. Let's see what's going on if we put it over here. Blank screen. Wow. This here. Let's put you over here for a hot second while we deal with this. No, still no signal. Come on. This is plugged in. This is plugged in. That's all plugged in. Everything's plugged in the right way. I think. The camera was covered. My peripherals aren't working. It's a miracle DJ Z is playing correctly, I think. Hold on, let me see what it sounds like on the headset. That's it, Max. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good. You work that mojo, DJ Z, while we deal with this. This is still not working. It's so sad. I think I'm gonna, okay. iPad. Picture. Audio. Okay. Give me signal. It was working. For a hot second, I had the blue ear patched into the output widget on my iPad Pro. Little heads-up display thing, but... Alright, friends, this is sad. Things are not working. Off to a rough start this morning. Okay, well... That's super sad, but as you can see, my screen ain't showing you nothing. So I'm going to apologize to you for this unfortunate episode, which I guess I could go to all the trouble of deleting from all the platforms that keep an archive, but whatevs. Here it is, a real life raw moment of the trials and tribulations of a struggling streamer. Oh, woe is me, if only I had some investment capital. So, or if, you know, I had this funny thought the other day. I don't remember when exactly. But do you guys remember that TV show Pimp My Ride? Where, like, I don't know how you got picked, but contestants or public participants, winners, I don't know, somebody had to write in to Pimp My Ride. I think either you did or a family member or your neighbor. Somebody had to, like, send a picture of your messed up car to this show where a bunch of, like, street car gearheads, you know, like all kinds of like urban street garage guys would like pimp your ride for free, and that was like your prize. You're like, you with like screens and a mic on a boom arm, and you know, like a whole system and blah blah blah. And then there's streamers that have less than that, or you know, not the greatest setups. There are people who are streaming straight off of their Xbox or their PlayStation, right? When I first started, I did not have the HDMI cable and the AVI out cable. I was streaming straight from my iPad. Can you even see the logo there? No, it's covered up by stuff, by the cover. Anyways, can you imagine a show that was like, upgrade my home studio, pimp my home studio show? And like, you know, a group of tech nerd celebrity guru guys, you know, a group of 3 or whatever, and ladies, gals and boys and gals. I don't know what the right, most politically acceptable way to, but you know, an all-inclusive group of how do they phrase it at the beginning of you know how that paragraph comes up at the beginning of Assassin's Creed? Phrase it like desires, wants are, and then the team takes all that crazy input in, and I'd be like, I need a drawing studio, and I need a green screen, and I need like 3 high-def cameras on articulated boom, and I need, you know, an Alienware desktop, and a PlayStation is missing, and da-da-da. Okay, so then the tech crew would come in and like check out everything, and then be like, oh, you know, let's throw up some solar panels. Like, it would be like dope deluxe with a little bit of extra that's part of the recipe. It's like, oh, okay, cool. You own the house? Cool. Throw us some solar panels, because you didn't get that for yourself, you silly person. Some solar panels to promote the newest, most cutting edge, whatever. We get a partnership with a cool ass American-made solar panel company, right? So all the contestants, if the living arrangements allow, boom, solar panels on the roof. And then, with like a, you know, with one of those battery backup, you know, storage units, so that like you're actually storing power and you know, making some money by giving it back to the grid, and also powering your whole thing. And the whole point there is to empower at-home digital content creators to work from like, that maybe don't have a huge income, but to be able to have a head start, to be like, now you're making money just getting power. Right? Okay, and then they get a dope machine, they get like a dope PC and a cutting edge Mac. They get the cutting edgest accessories, you know, like an Oculus and an iPad and an Xbox and a PlayStation, with like crazy monitors and a wicked ergonomic stand-up sit-down desk and a crazy super deluxe supportive chair. Maybe in one of those crazy rigs where you like, have you ever seen those chairs where the whole desk and the chair and the thing, you sit in it and it can like rotate back, and like the whole thing's on a gimbal / like structure, and so it goes, and then you're like 0G levitating while you're playing game. Room soundproofing the room should be default, like every room that you go into, if you can, if you're allowed, based by the living arrangements and the, you know, whether it's a rental or an owned place or whatever. You try to get the arrangements to be like soundproof the room, or create a mobile soundproofy space, boxy thing around the desk, so that, let's say it's a renter, right? The winner, the guy, the person, the gal, the girl, whoever, the lady, the woman, the man, the boy, whatever it is, whoever won. Let's say they don't live in a place they own. They're renting, right? And they might move in a year or 2. Everything is like super modular and like boom, 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 collapses into with professional moving cases. So even the computers, if it doesn't come with a cool box, it's like good for moving. Boom, here's a box for your computer when you move it. Little things, right? I know that gets crazy expensive, but we need some big HBO money behind this. That's what we need. With somebody with some investment seed money, get me like, sign me up. Let's team up. Let's do a promo, like, what do you call those? The pilot episode, like the amateur promo, made at home pilot episode, where we upgrade my studio as much as possible, and then we're like, this is what the show would look like, and then boom, HBO Max, buy this show. Am I crazy, or wouldn't that be awesome, right? I'd watch that. I would support that. And I sure as heck would sign up for it if someone else starts. It is my idea, after all. Okay, so there you go, friends. This episode may or may not bounce back from whatever was happening there. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go. Let's see what's going on in the raw feed. Do we or do we not have an iPad yet? No. Okay. I'm going to sign off, friends. Sorry about this. But thanks for indulging me. At least I had a crazy idea and went off on a rant about it. I'm going to write that idea down, and then we're going to write a fictional story about someone who creates that show and what could fictionally happen in a world where that takes off and that person becomes the celebrity host of some goofy show like that, and they go on adventures. Not right now. I'm going to write it down later. I've got to remember to write it down. And then what I'm going to do right this hot second is reboot when this track is over, and then pray to the technology gods that everything works again, because I really want to get into doing some character concept art design work. And the theory I had, and I was already, even before we launched, the one thing I was already disappointed before I even hit go live was that ChatGPT, I tried to access it through the iPad, and ChatGPT was like, sorry, I'm too busy. Here's a little poem about how you can't access ChatGPT. I was like, you bastard. Pardon the language there. But anyways, I was going to talk with ChatGPT, give it like required features of a character idea for a character design avatar, and then ask it to generate the perfect paragraph of description. Like, what was the, there was a phrase I wanted to use. Concise but detailed character description paragraph that would be fed to another AI generating art thing. Maybe OpenAI, although there's like microtransactions based and you only get like one widget a day or a week or something for free. And then you got to pay money to like get more. Oh, you want to do like 5 more pictures? That's going to cost you some jingle jangle. You got to pay some real dollar. But there's the other app. Anyways, I've got to reboot my system. Sorry about this tech fail, but here we go. We will be going offline for a 1 hot second and returning as quickly as possible. Thank you for your patience. This has been a technology fail episode of the Almost Daily Variety Gaming